Hello and welcome to the Fools Rush In STFC podcast Christmas special. We have made it to the festive period. There's no games to look forward to. Boris is going to lock us all down so we can't do anything. So we thought we would jump on camera, do a bit of a quiz, have a bit of a laugh and see how we get on. I am joined tonight by most of our regulars, as you can see. Good evening, Christian.
Hello there, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Evening, Woody.
Evening. Do we need a pen and paper for this quiz?
I would say it was recommended, yes, but these things normally descend into chaos anyway.
Good job you asked that after.
Yeah, it's a good thing you said that before we recorded, yeah.
Evening, Ben, how are you?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm all right. Merry Christmas to all. I've got beer, I've got Elvis, I'm good.
Got beer and Elvis, you're happy. But have you got pen and paper?
No, not at all. Send Jack to get some.
Good lad, Jack. Well done. Evening, Craig. How are you?
Ho, ho, ho.
Excellent.
That's enough about the missus.
And Kieran, with a very fit-looking young man behind you. How are you doing?
It's only here. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Just trying to find a pen and paper now.
Well, I'm gonna mix it up while you all prepare with your pen and paper. We normally end our regular shows with our mailbag feature, but as we're doing a quiz today, I thought we would get the mailbag out the way nice and early. Thank you to everyone who sent a few questions in this week. The first two came from Daz Smith. Anyone who follows us on Twitter will see the picture in reference to this question. And the guys have been sent it as well. But he has sent a picture into us and said, is this the best Christmas song joke ever? I will try and hold it up to the camera to see if you can all actually see the joke as well. Well, indeed. So who wants to jump in on this one first? I know Woody was very interested in answering this one first.
Yes, it is the funniest Christmas song joke ever.
Does anyone know a better Christmas song joke? No. Does anyone have a Christmas joke they would like to share nice and early? I'm looking at you, Ben.
Why was the snowman smiling?
Oh God. Do I want to know?
Because you could see the snowblower coming up the road. I've got one more.
I got one. Why are women's breasts like a train set a kid gets at Christmas time? Because they're originally made for the children, but the father wants to play with them.
Hey! Why does Santa always come through the chimney?
Oh no.
Does he like to go on top?
Because he knows better to go through the back door.
Oh my days. We're normally at least half an hour into the recording before stuff like this comes out.
Why does Santa always land on the roof? He likes to land on top.
And Christian hasn't even got involved yet.
What do priests and Christmas trees have in common?
No, both their balls are ornamental.
Oh, you've got it.
I've got one, 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
Right, so there are 4 stages of life and they all involve Santa. Number 1, you believe in Santa. Number 2, you don't believe in Santa. Number 3, you are Santa. And number 4, you look like Santa.
I think
we should start the recording now.
Thank you for bringing the tone back for us, Craig. I appreciate it. So there you go. In answer to your question, Daz, yes, the picture you sent us is probably the best Christmas song joke we know, but clearly the lads know plenty of other Christmas jokes.
It wasn't really a high bar, was it? So
he did also send a second question in, a bit more STFC related. What's the best Boxing Day game you've been to? Not that we get many at home. When I read this question, the one that jumped out at me was around about 2007-ish, I think. We had Yeovil away, and like Swindon fans sold a fair few tickets, and then half of them ended up with, it was like the year everyone got food poisoning. So I remember being on like the supporters coach, and there was only about 10 of us on there on my particular one, because everywhere no one could make it. But Barry Core scored the winner, and I believe it was the one that sort of really went slow motion and trickled over the line to win it. But that was the one that instantly jumped out at me. Kieran?
Can't remember any Boxing Day things.
You've always been too hammered on Boxing Day.
No, the only one that stands out that it was a shit game, but it was a good day out, was Torquay away on Boxing Day, because we'd gone down Christmas Day evening, stayed down there, gone skinny dipping in the sea in Torquay on Christmas Day. And it's the Canio era, but I think we lost like 1-0 to them. It was a shit game, but yeah, it was a good day out.
You might want to remember that one for later, just FYI. Craig, any Boxing Day memories?
No, I've never watched Swindon on Boxing Day.
Never. Christian?
It's going really well, isn't it? I very rarely go to Boxing Day games because the atmosphere tends to be shite. Day after Christmas, everybody's full of turkey and beer. But I have been to, one that does stick in mind with me is I went to Walsall in the game where it snowed like you wouldn't believe, second half, and then we finished on a white
shit, yeah, that was on Boxing Day, wasn't it? That was a good day, actually.
Yeah, I think we won 4-1, and that day we actually looked like we were gonna piss the league. As Bristol City fans still remind us now, we didn't piss the league, we absolutely fucked it up.
Yeah, Andy Williams scored a hat-trick in that one as well. I think that was
still scoring goals now, actually. He's still scoring goals now.
Yeah. Who does he play for now?
Cheltenham Town in League One. League above, you probably wouldn't know.
I do. Sunderland, the team up in that league.
Ben, let's interrupt the Cheltenham Sunderland love in there and come back to Boxing Day fixtures, please.
Cheltenham and Sunderland, same thing, aren't they? Red and white teams.
One's been the Premier League.
Yeah, do you know what? I had to think about this one, and there's absolutely zero memorable Boxing Day games that stick out to mind. I think I remember going to watch us beat Wickham or something 1-0 in the 90s. But if you're talking about festive games, festive game, just bending the rules because I can. Best festive game, obviously, was
big time Ben bending the rules.
Yeah, in New Year's Eve 2011 away at Northampton. Alan McCormack smashes home in injury time in front of the away end, and I'm with my mate Archer, and he runs on the pitch, and we go mental, and Paolo goes face to face, and we love it, and we go out raving that night in Northampton. It was great fun.
And Woody?
I'm struggling to remember one as well, to be honest. I think probably the one that Christian mentioned as well. I'm more New Year's Day type thing. I think I'm going to bend the rules like Ben did.
Okay.
Just because it's in recent memory, that Plymouth away game on New Year's Day was absolutely immense. That was such a good day. I had such a long drive as well, because I thought Weymouth to Plymouth wasn't a long drive. I took my two nieces and my daughter, because we had been away for the week. And that was a great day, that was. But yeah, I can't really remember Boxing Day. I remember, was it the spanking we got from Luton? I think it was.
Yeah, mate,
yeah. Unfortunately, that's the only one that really sticks in my memory, except for the one that Christian mentioned.
I'm not sure if there was in the 90s. I seem to think it was Boxing Day, but I might be wrong. Craig might remember. There was a Blackburn. There was a no, Craig's my best mate. Shush. There was a Swindon versus Blackburn 4-3 or something to Swindon, where it was really heavy fog. I'm not sure if that was Boxing Day. About 1990, 91, 89, 90.
I can soon work it out if you want me to.
If you're listening on the podcast version, this is a really riveting part. This is where you go and get a drink.
We're frantically doing our research just to see if Christian's memory is working from 30 years ago.
Yeah, if everybody listening or watching, just have 30 seconds to chat amongst yourselves.
Go make yourself a cup of tea. Interlude.
The
Sunderland game. Arsenal 2-1 up. What's watching Sunderland?
Yeah, you were right. Oh, well, you almost got the year right as well. 26th of December, 1989.
Yeah, I knew I was right, but I didn't know which year.
But me, his head's not going to fit on that screen in a minute. It's getting so thick.
Let's move on to the questions sent in.
Yeah,
by...
I think it played it back on HTV, and you couldn't see it. You couldn't even see the goals.
Let's move on to the questions submitted by Oakers Road on Twitter as well. He sent in 3 for you boys. So Christian, Christian, I'll come to you first this time. If you could lift up the county ground and replace it with any other stadium, whose would it be? And for reference, he's put that his would be Bramall Lane. Good design, which generates a great atmosphere.
So if I could pick up a ground and put it on the county grounds, site. Well, interesting. He said Bramall Lane, because I would probably go. I like the old style traditional ground, so I would probably go the other side of Sheffield and something along the lines of Hillsborough, which it's another fantastic ground, like Villa Park, an ex-FA Cup semi-final venue before the FA got greedy and moved all their FA Cup semi-finals to Wembley and killed the fucking competition. That kind of ground, Sheffield Wednesday, Aston Villa type stadium. Okay. Although, if I look for a club sort of similar size to us, maybe Loftus Road, QPR, that kind of stadium. That's a nice, compact, bit blue, but we can paint it red. Or the fashion nowadays is all these funny coloured seats, isn't it, to make the ground look full. All these new grounds like Brentford and York City are having all multicoloured seats put all over the place to make it look like it's full when it's empty.
Okay, Woody?
I was going to say Villa Park, actually, as well, because I do like Villa Park. I've been there a few times. And, and it's a good shout on Bramall Lane as well, and Hillsborough. There's a lot. One that I did like, Kieran probably won't like me for saying so, but one I did like was the Riverside up at Middlesbrough. I quite liked that ground. I don't know what it was about it. It was just quite a nice ground. But yeah, similar. If we're looking at ones outside, Craven Cottage is really traditional, really nice ground, I think. Loftus Road would be up there. But for me, definitely Villa Park all day long, just because that's arguably the best ground I've been to in terms of having a bit of everything, if that makes sense.
Ben?
I like Fratton Park. I remember going there, watching us when we won 2-1 3 years back, and just loving it. Actually, like the old school feel of the ground and the away end, and it was buzzing. So I quite like Fratton Park. Just purely for atmosphere alone, and it's a proper traditional ground. I loved it.
Craig?
Yeah, I mean, Loftus Road would be good. I think I mentioned it on previous pod. It's like my favourite sort of stadium to go to, sort of compact and sort of with all built up all around it. Quite like going a bit more newer, go the Britannia Stadium, Stokes Ground. That's fairly decent. It's got a good atmosphere and all, but I'm going to go a bit outside the box. I'm going to go to Europe, Eastern Europe actually, and you might have to Google this.
Oh, no.
But Albania's national stadium. Honestly, it looks amazing. It holds about 22,000, which would be enough for us, but it's red.
Is that the one that caught fire?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that the one that caught fire when England was supposed to play in? That was Albania, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
That was Andorra.
Oh, was it Andorra?
Yeah, look at Albania's stadium. Close. Yeah, it's amazing. It's it looks absolutely amazing, and I'd have that.
Is it this?
Swindon opened Britannia Stadium, didn't they, with a win? We won there in the very first game.
Yeah, we did 2-1. 1-0, 2-1. Pete Thorne scored.
Chris Henry,
the whatever it's called in Albania's national stadium.
Yeah, look at that. It got a big block of flats or something going on right next to it. What about it?
Sure, it's just not Leyton Orient.
Kieran, what stadium would
Leyton Orient's a good shout as well. Sorry.
Orient is a good shout. I like Orient. It's always a good atmosphere.
Orient is about the size of fucking Wadden Road.
Hey, let's throw AFC Wimbledon as well, shall we?
Fucking now. Kingsmeadow. The old one. I'd fucking Orient would understand. I'd go Stadium of Light.
Oh, there's
course
a
you
good
would.
surprise.
Fucking-
Oh, here we go. Big
Boring.
even for a newer ground, it's one of the better newer grounds. You get a good atmosphere in it. It's red, white.
James's Park's pretty good.
You can shove the away fans at the top tier as well, so they can't fucking do anything.
No, to be fair, you're right there, Ben. St James's Park generates a great atmosphere.
I love St James's
Does
Park.
it? Fuck. Fucking be championship. That'd be a championship ground as well as a Sunderland ground.
Of the new builds, I'd go for the Rico Coventry. I think it's got great acoustics and it's tall stands, isn't it? Tall, all in one.
Yeah.
Well,
do you know we all have other jobs on this? Like Craig's travel, Ned's weather, Christian's now the sound engineer with acoustics. And
Question 2 kind of links into what you've all said. So if you can think of an alternative to the one you've said for that one, but which grounds have you enjoyed visiting regardless of the result? And we'll go reverse order this time. So Kieran?
To be fair, I only like grounds are really one. I don't really like. I've enjoyed going to Coventry every time. It's always a good ground to go to. You always sort of look forward to going to that one. Quite enjoyed the Britannia. Britannia was a good sort of little ground day out. And a weird one, the ground that I've always had a good time at, and I think it's mainly because when we lost and we got promoted, there was Priestfield.
Okay, nice. Craig?
Elland Road. When we went out to play them in the League Cup and Paul Robinson scored in the last minute and we got beat on penalties. I mean, it's a proper old school stadium and good atmosphere, and what a game that was as well. And even though, gutted to go out on penalties, but it was still a great, going back from that, that's one of my most memorable days. So going away from Elland Road, definitely.
Ben?
Yeah, I would actually say I've got two. One's Luton. I've always liked Kenilworth the road away for the atmosphere at the away end. It's amazing. We've always done well there. We've always taken a few. So I like Luton and Elland Road. I remember that away day was amazing, that 2-2 draw. Going 2-0 up against Leeds and taking about 6,000 there. I think it was loads of us. It was great fun. Good.
Woody?
Well, every single one that I was going to say has been said. Which is annoying because I keep changing it every time someone gets it. Luton was a very good away day every time I've gone to Luton, but I'm going to say I am going to stick with Elland Road. I think I went up. I think we won 3-0. Charlie Austin. I don't remember much of the night out, but I remember but that was great. And it's although Leeds have got that reputation of having kind of a hostile fan base, if you like. I don't think they're that hostile, but it's a good ground for away fans as well, because it's just the positioning and everything. The atmosphere is really good. That being said, one I do remember well was going to Millwall, the Den. I think we drew with them, and I think both teams needed a draw. I think that was another really good away day, and the burgers that day were amazing. But yeah.
That leads away.
Christian?
Yeah. I cannot believe nobody has said Brentford.
I've never been, otherwise I probably would.
Griffin
Park. Fuck yeah.
When we lost on Miles Story's shit penalty, that game, that was a brilliant atmosphere. Before, after, I really enjoyed that. I would have said Luton. Other people said Luton. Yeah, it's a good dirty day out. A lot of the grounds before redevelopment, Wolves in 1989, when they had half of their ground closed because of the Bradford disaster a few years before. So they only had like one stand now, which was called the John Island stand, which was miles away from the pitch, and behind the goal they had the old South Bank where the Swindon fans were all stood with the Wolves fans. That was a great ground then, because it was just old derelicts and shit, and the old derelict shit grounds are great, nice to see. There was one more I was going to say. It's shit. Give me 1 second if I can remember it.
That's fine. While you think, I'll let you know what Oakus Road himself said, because he did, to be fair, he also answered his own question. So he put, his would be Grimsby, as the stewards were friendly and helpful, and they also had a great bar in the away end and filled with scarves and items for visiting teams. So that was his choice.
Christian okay? Has he had a British?
For those listening to the
it.
audio only version, Christian does look like he's having an episode trying to remember this ground. Shall I move on to the next question while you think?
Arsenal 4-1 up, by the way.
Yeah, move on, mate.
Okay. The final question submitted is basically the flip side to the last two. What's the worst ground you've ever been to? Again, the answer provided by Oakus Road was, mine is Colchester. It's a new ground, soulless, near empty with zero atmosphere. I'm sure friend of the show, Si, will be absolutely delighted when he hears that. Christian's celebrating, so he's either got a great answer for this or he's remembered what he wanted to say for the last question.
I remember what I said to the last. Remember what I wanted to say to the last question. It was Ashton Gate. Ashton Gate was the other one I was going to say. I always like to get a day out at Ashton Gate.
Okay, Craig, would you like to answer this question first?
Yeah, I'm going to go the old Manor Ground. What a shithole that was. Yeah, it was. It was just a shit ground made up of about 8 different stands, and it was just a shithole, wasn't it? Good job they closed it down and went to their 3-sided stadium. It was an improvement.
Christian?
Edgar Street, Hereford. What an absolute shithole.
Yeah.
Kieran?
I agree with Edgar Street, because that was just a fucking random, horrible little ground. It's just shit. But my one's probably either the Kassam. I've just never liked going there. It's shit. It's out of town. It's just a shit day out. It's a shit team. We always have a shit result there, apart from the one time when we weren't allowed there. Or Wadham Road. Don't like it. It's a tiny little Lego stand. There is no atmosphere there. We always fucking lose to them. So it's just not an enjoyable day out. It's mild. You've got to fucking walk for ages. It's never that good an atmosphere. And it holds about 10 fans. We only get, all our fans are split. It's a bit like Warsaw. It's just a shit day out. It's terrible.
Woody?
Well, I've got to bear in mind that I visited a lot of non-league grounds, so I'm going to be fair and stick with the professional side.
Yeah.
Well, just professional side, but all day long for me, Forest Green, by far the worst ground. It tries to be bigger than it is. Every time I've gone there, I've had to battle to try and actually see the pitch. The stewarding's shit, the food is shit, the team's shit, the owner's shit.
And just on that note, Ben's got a good point. Get well soon, Ned, because this is normally where he would be coming in with this sort of stuff. Ben, finally, worst ground you visited?
It would have to be Colchester. We were going there in the FA Cup years ago, and there was about 1,000 of their fans and like 50 Swindon, and it was horrible. It was cold, it was freezing, it's soulless, Lego brick, horrible ground, middle of nowhere, nasty, never go again.
That was the first time we won there as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Richie scored. I can remember being stood there
Ritchie.
because Matt Ritchie. We got that side bit and they came over, and it was just literally. It felt like there's about many Swindon fans as there was Colchester fans that day.
Yeah, it was horrible. The other one, of course, is Wadham Road. It's an absolute dump.
It's not though, is it?
Yeah, it is though. There's no fans. There's no atmosphere. It's miles away from everything. It's a horrible away day. The away end's terrible.
It's good for parking though.
Well, in true,
I actually quite like Wadham Road, to be.
In true Christmas fashion, this is going to turn into a family argument. So let's move on with the quiz, shall we? You're all familiar with the 12 days of Christmas. Well, this is the 12 years of STF Seamus. There are 12 seasons listed, and there are 5 questions for each season. It's the same question for each season, and there are various points on offer. And all of the questions are linked to either Christmas or the number 12. You'll get the hang of it. And we're going to start closer to where we are now and work back, I think is the fairest way, just so you get the idea of what we're doing. So, have you got pen and paper now? You've had plenty of chance to get it ready. as we look back to the glory that was Swindon Town in the 2020-21 season, the year where we finished 23rd in League One, and Pittman was the top goal scorer with 12 goals.
Glory days. Glory days.
Glory days. So the first question for each season, this will be, who wore the number 12? But what I will say for this season only, this is the only season listed where we didn't actually have a number 12, so that we had 2 players wear number 11. There will be a point on offer if you can, for each player you can name.
A number that you actually had.
All right.
Okay. No. Woody's already saying no. We're on question 1, and he's already asking for more time. Again, so I put while these are thinking, for those of you listening and watching, I put in our WhatsApp group that this is a really hard quiz, and I'm expecting very low scores. So if you are playing along, let us know if you outscore these guys.
Probably will.
Question 2. Our festive fixture that season was on the 29th of December. We lost 4-1, but can you remember who we played?
Festive fixture lost 4-1. I'm going to be shocking at this. I can't remember.
Question 3. This is purely on the league. Forget any cup games. Who scored the 12th goal of the season? I can tell you it was in a 2-4 defeat to Plymouth away in game week 9. Who scored Swindon's 12th goal of the season?
Twelfth goal of the season.
12th goal.
12th goal of the season.
12th goal of the season. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you're laughing. I've been through 12 seasons to get all this information ready.
Mm-hmm.
We scored 12 goals that season.
Question 4. Can you tell me? Okay, actually, yeah, let's make it easier. Our 12th game of the season was Rovers at home. Can you tell me what the score was?
1. Here we go.
And question 5. How many league games did it take for Swindon to get to 12 points?
3.
Well, I'll give you a clue, Christian. It definitely takes more than 3 regardless to get to 12 points.
Yeah. I didn't get question number 2, Steve. Please.
Question number 2. On the 29th, our festive fixture that year was on the 29th of December, and we lost 4-1. But do you remember who we played?
Fucking anyone. Okay, thank you.
No worries. Do you want to score this season by season, or do all the questions and then score it afterwards?
Season by
Season
season.
by season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I asked you, there wasn't a number 12. So did anyone have any idea the 2 players that wore number 11?
Kieran. Was it? Oh, yeah. I was going DJ and Garrick.
Okay. Craig?
I went Garrick and Smith, the one from Arsenal.
Yeah.
Christian?
No, I said Scott Twine.
Ben?
Smith, the one we picked up from Bristol City. I can't remember the other one.
And Woody?
I went DJ and Gordon.
Okay. It was Garrick, and it was Jay Smith.
Yeah, so I get a point.
Do you get a point?
You do get a point.
Yeah. Woo!
Yes.
Question 2. Festive fixture on the 29th of December where we lost 4-1. Who do you think we played, Kieran?
McDonald's.
Craig?
Portsmouth.
Christian?
Gillingham.
Ben?
Arsenal.
Woody?
Portsmouth.
It was MK Dons.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that. I got spanked. I was fuming that day.
this is a shit
Fuming. I
game.
was offended by that result.
Yeah, that probably wasn't the only day that season, mate.
Ben Gladwin, we were that bad. Ben Gladwin tore us a new one that day. I remember watching that, and they looked like Ben Gladwin destroyed us. It was just
Best game he's had at the county ground here.
Yeah, best game he's ever played. Destroyed us that day.
Before and since.
Question 3. Game week 9, we lost 4-2 away at Plymouth, but we did score our 12th goal of the season. Who scored it, Kieran?
I went Tyler Smith.
Craig?
Yeah, I went Tyler Smith.
Christian?
Jack Payne.
Ben?
Callum Hope.
And Woody?
Dion Conroy.
It was Hallam Hope.
I didn't realise he was with us at that point.
And question 5. No, sorry, question 4. Sorry, I went one too early. Bristol Rovers at home was our 12th game of the season, but does anyone remember the score?
1-0.
1-0. Craig?
2-1.
1-0. 1-0 Town.
Christian?
2-1 Swindon.
Ben?
That boy scored 1-0.
And Woody?
1-0.
1-0 is correct. And finally, how many league games did it take for Swindon to get to 12 points? Kieran?
I went 14.
Craig?
12.
Christian?
We started well, it was 6.
Ben?
I thought we started better. 10.
Woody?
11.
It was 12 games. Craig gets the point.
I just thought, because this is a thing about 12s, I thought, I bet the first one is 12.
So at the end of the first season, Craig is in the lead with 4 points. Kieran and Ben have 3. Woody has 1, and Christian is yet to score. Good news is we move away from that season now and go to 2019-20, where we finished first in League 2, thanks to COVID, and Doyle was the top goal scorer.
Right, we're doing every season till 1879, aren't we?
That round was as good as it was going to get for me, because my memory's going to fade from now.
Yeah, running shot to pieces after that.
Can you remember? So you now know what the questions are going to be now. So do you remember who wore number 12 for Swindon that season?
Really?
Yes. Why are you surprised? You've just done it in the first round.
I'm just trying to
Because you said number 11 in the first round. He's like, oh no, maybe it would be number 7 this.
Oh God. No idea. Number 11.
No, number 12.
Number 12.
Fucking hell. Question number 2. The festive fixture was on Boxing Day. We won 4-0. But do you remember who we played at home? Woody's confident with this one. 4-0 at home on Boxing Day.
I think I remember.
There was one reason why this wouldn't be in my favourite Boxing Day game.
You didn't go?
I did go, but there was a certain person I didn't like that scored a hat-trick.
Ah. So it wasn't. See, if you left it there, I was going to lead with, but now he's on the pod with you. Let everyone guess who it was. So question number 3. Swindon's 12th goal of the season was scored in game week 7 in a 1-0 away win at Morecambe, but who scored it?
Win at Morecambe. Who scored the goal?
You know who I think would be really good at this? Rich.
Who?
I think Rich would be good at this.
Who scored at Morecambe?
What was the score?
1-0.
I keep thinking Benson back years ago.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Early on in that season, 12 goals.
Yeah, we played Morecambe at home that season.
Yeah.
Early on, because that was the
Yeah.
bank holiday weekend.
I mean,
Remember that.
I am very confident, but now you're going to make.
I
me
reckon
check.
it was. I reckon
Only
it was
because
either 3-1.
I remember I couldn't go. And I was annoyed because we had won. And I'm sure that was Morecambe at home.
Yeah, I think because it was around Connie's birthday.
Yeah, same with me with Arlo.
It's like, yeah.
But I'm going to take a guess at who it might be, anyways. It's
There's a good chance this season here.
going to be one of two, probably,
Five,
isn't it?
6, 7, 8.
It's-
2, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh fuck no, that's wrong. That's bad.
yeah, we didn't play Morecambe away.
2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't think we ever got as far as that.
Well, I still think it's Paul Benson.
Orient away.
Orient away. Right.
Uh,
Okay. We played Orient. What's
What's that game?
Oh,
I was there.
oh, yeah. See, no, what I've done. Okay, yeah, I read one season too far on my list. That's why the next one will be Morecambe away.
I know the next one.
But
right,
yes,
so
I'm
we're now
looking for
talking about
the
Big
3-1.
Tony's debut.
I'm looking for the 3-1 away win at Leighton Orient on game week 7, please.
Yeah. Well, what is the question? 3. Who scored?
Who scored the 12th goal of the season?
Now, I remember the scorers,
Just guess which one.
and I'm going to go for this because it's a bit extreme.
It's your mate again.
Maybe I should use a little like a divider so I don't do this again. There we go.
That
Okay,
was Anthony Grant's debut, that as well.
question 4. I remembered. Question 4. Our 12th game of the season was away at Bradford. Do you remember the score?
Are you sure it's away at Bradford?
Yes. I've got my divider here now, so I don't read the wrong season again.
I remember that one.
Mm.
I don't remember. I know what the result was, but I can't remember the scoreline.
And finally, how many league games did it take for Swindon to get to 12 points?
Ooh.
Got it.
Okay. Ready to go again then?
Yeah. Crack on.
So, Kieran, who wore number 12?
Super Will Henry, goalkeeper.
Craig?
Yeah, I put Jack Payne.
Christian?
Matt Smith.
Ben?
Answered no.
No. Woody?
Will Henry.
Will Henry is correct. So the festive fixture was a 4-0 home win on Boxing Day, Kieran, but do you remember who we played?
Hambridge United.
Craig?
I put Exeter.
Christian?
Blackpool.
Ben?
Cambridge.
Woody?
Cambridge.
Cambridge is
Tolbed.
correct.
Tolbed scored a hat-trick.
Keshi.
Who? Oh, it was Kesha. Yeah, that's why I said Blackpool, because I just know he played for now.
So after we established that I was being a bit of a dick and reading the wrong season, the 12th goal was scored in the 3-1 away win at Leighton Orient in game week 7. But do you know who scored Swindon's 12th goal of the season, Kieran?
Was it Keshi Anderson?
Craig?
Jerry Yates.
Christian?
If I keep saying Jack Payne.
Ben?
Keshi again.
Woody?
See, I think you tried to catch us out on there. I think between Anderson and Yates, there was an own goal. And I think it's an own goal.
No, Keshi's goal was the 12th goal
Oh,
of the
get out.
season.
Right. I want judges' rule.
The 12th game of the season was away at Bradford, Kieran. But do you remember the score?
2-1. I lost 2-1 as well.
2-1 loss?
I lost a 2-1 lost, yeah. Bradford won 2-1 is what I'm trying to say.
Just to clarify, you think Bradford won 2-1, yes?
Yeah, Bradford won 2-1.
Craig?
2-2.
Christian?
Desmond.
We must have won there because of all the needle with Doyle at the time. So I think it was a 2-0 win.
Okay, Ben?
2-1 defeat. Yates equalised and they scored again like minutes later to win it.
Woody?
I thought lost 3-1, but Ben sounds familiar now.
2-1 defeat is correct. And finally, how many games did it take for Swindon to get to 12 points, Kieran?
7.
Craig?
6.
Christian?
8.
Ben?
5.
Woody?
6.
7 is correct, which means Kieran got 5 out of 5 in
What a
that
clean
round.
sweep.
Fair play, Kieran.
Does anyone want to judge his rule that he's not cheating somehow? So we move on to 2018-19, 13th in League Two.
Ooh, what a season.
What a season to try and
What a
remember.
season to be
What a
alive.
season. Old Phil Brown.
And Doughty was the top goal scorer, hitting 14. So, you know the order it's going to be now. Who wore number 12 that season?
How long does it take Right Henry down?
The festive fixture that season was away and a 1-1 draw. But do you remember who we played?
Way 1-1 draw, festive game that year.
I'm starting to remember these games now.
Yeah?
I got that one. I remember because I had an argument with somebody said that our pitch was dreadful. Yeah, we were playing at their pitch, which.
Okay, this might come as a surprising question for you, but the 12th goal of the season was scored in a 1-0 away win at Morecambe. Do you remember who scored?
Benson.
Gotta be. It's gotta be it.
God, Woody's warming up to it now. Like, he's looking a bit more confident.
Paul Benson in front of the way end like that. Rah. This is the best bus I've ever been on.
Our 12th game of the season was at home to Northampton, but do you remember the result?
That was the example, wasn't it? We lost 1-0, got Rhino done us. That's the season before.
Cheers, Ben. Finally got one right.
He's wrong, by the way.
Yeah.
And
I'll just add another one onto it then, because we were fucking shit at home that season.
And finally, how many league games did it take to get to 12 points?
46.
Shit start on it.
So, Kieran, who wore number 12 that season?
Will Henry.
Craig?
Will Henry.
Christian?
Will Henry.
Ben?
No, Will Henry.
And Woody?
Oh, Henry.
Everyone gets points. Points for everybody.
Yay.
Yay.
So, the Boxing Day game was a 1-1 draw away, Kieran, but who did we draw with?
Northampton Town.
Craig?
I put Newport.
Christian?
Pikey's, Gillingham.
Ben?
I just put no.
And Woody?
Northampton.
Northampton is correct.
Didn't get that one there.
So, Kieran, who scored the 12th goal of the season in the 1-0 away win at Morecambe?
Was it Michael Doughty?
Craig?
Doughty.
Christian?
Jack Payne.
Is it your favourite?
Ben?
Adebayo.
Woody?
I was going to put Doughty, crossed it out, and put Adebayo.
Adebayo is correct.
I remember that one.
Our 12th game was at home to Northampton. What was the score, Kieran?
Go at 1-1.
Craig?
Lost 2-0.
Christian?
Lost 2-0.
Ben?
We won 2-0. Yes.
Woody?
1-1. Both games were
Was it-
1-1 that season.
It was 1-1. And final question for this season. How many games, Kieran, did it take to get to 12 points?
11.
Craig?
9.
Christian?
10.
Ben?
10.
Woody?
9.
Correct answer was 7.
Oh,
Really?
Yep.
Started well, I thought we started badly.
how many more years we got to go?
Well, that's
1879.
that's 3 years down, 9 seasons to go. But you're starting to fly through it now, at least. So
Fucking 9 more.
So 2017-18, finishing 9th in
Oh.
League Two, with
I
Norris
hope
top
you
goal
kept my
scorer.
score because I've had to use my iPad to write it down, and I've had
Don't
to
worry.
delete. I've had to delete it. So I hope you're keeping my score accurately.
I've got the scores here.
Respect.
So, who wore the number 12 that season?
Oh, fuck off.
Season weird.
Definitely still.
Definitely Michael Dougherty.
It's definitely Tom Smith.
Henry.
Chris Hussey.
Chris Robertson.
For those who have been paying attention, you could be about to earn yourself a point if you thought you might struggle with this one. The festive fixture was a home game on Boxing Day, and we lost 5-0. Does anyone remember who we played?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheltenham.
This was the biggest
Absolutely
terrible.
spanking.
Especially
That former Oxford bloke got a hat trick, didn't he? What was his name? You were linked with him a few years ago. I won't give it away.
especially after what we did to them. in their place.
Mo Salah.
Yeah, Mo scored, running down the wing.
This possibly wouldn't be the first player that springs to mind from this season, but the person who scored the 12th goal of the campaign was in a 2-0 away win at Forest Green in game week 9.
Oh, yes.
I definitely remember this one.
I remember
It's gotta
this one.
It's got to be
I was-
him.
I was, yeah. I was rang off work sick, I'm pretty sure. That goal I got on Sky. I saw it.
Should you be saying that on a recording?
No, it's not old job, way old job. Obviously an old job.
That's
Yeah.
all right then.
That was when he was doing amateur things.
It's not like it's not like he's dropped sticks and gone to Gibraltar for no reason or not to work or anything, is it?
You would never do anything like that.
The Christian, you should. I'm expecting you to get this next one. Swindon's 12th game of the campaign was away at Cheltenham. What was the score?
Bloody lost as well.
Standard.
Yeah,
but they let the big oaf score. That's probably more embarrassing.
a bit harsh on Christian.
Would score if you're playing for Cheltenham that day, wouldn't he?
And as always, final question: how many league games did it take to get to 12 points?
Where did we finish that year?
9th.
This was a Flickcroft year, wasn't it?
Yep.
We started really poorly. No. Yes, yeah, we did start very poorly, yeah.
We were terrible at home that year. Terrible.
Okay, so Kieran, who wore number 12 that season?
Will Henry.
Craig?
Doughty.
Christian?
Will Henry.
Ben?
Will Henry.
Woody?
Will Henry.
It was still Will Henry, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Kieran, who did we lose to 5-0 on Boxing Day?
Luton.
Craig?
Cheltenham.
Christian?
Gillingham.
Ben?
Luton.
Woody?
Luton.
Luton is correct. Who scored the 12th goal of the season, Kieran?
Matthew Taylor.
Craig?
Conroy.
Christian?
Hussey.
Ben?
Ollie, Lancashire.
Woody?
Yeah, I was going to say Taylor, and then you said about the unusual, and I remember Lancashire scored that day.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm
So-
thinking the second goal would have been the total.
Tapped it in from a yard.
Cunt off.
Ollie Lancashire is correct.
Fucking cunt.
Kieran, 12th game was away at Cheltenham. What was the score?
2-1 to Cheltenham.
Craig?
2-2.
Christian?
2-0 Cheltenham.
Ben?
2-0 Cheltenham.
Woody?
2-1 Cheltenham.
2-1 Cheltenham is correct.
Yeah,
We
I was
scored. Who
there.
scored?
Yeah, I was there. Willie Preston. Preston scored.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that looping. I was at that one too. That header looped in. I was on the pitch at half time. Oh.
Well, trying to
Fucking
find
no
a
wonder why
shortcut to
we
the
lost.
burger van.
And
No, I was on the pitch. It was like I was lobbed the
Ben
ball
got
from the
lost.
halfway line into a skip.
Did you win?
No, I missed.
how many games did it take to get to 12 points, Kieran?
8.
Craig?
9.
Christian?
10.
Ben?
8.
Woody?
I got 8.
8 is correct.
Oh,
Which means Woody got all 5
Gets in
points
there.
in that round.
Woody, 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 Woody.
what a year! What a year to be alive.
So we're a third of the way through. So do you want a little score update?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
So Christian is on 2 points. Craig is on 5 points.
You loving us, mate?
Woody and Ben are both on 12 points, while Kieran is out in front on 15.
15.
Ooh.
15.
15.
15, yes, 15.
15.
15.
So we
Yeah,
go to, so now we move to 2016-17.
Well,
we
skip a few years, for fuck's sake. Where's 1989? Sean Close.
We've done 1989. We beat Blackburn 4-3 on Boxing Day. It was foggy.
Sean Close was number 12 every game that year.
Sean Close.
Sean Close, number 12.
So 16-17, we finished 22nd in League One. Norris and Abika joint top scorers with 6 goals each.
What a
Norris. Norris.
So do
Nice.
you
Does he-
remember?
Does he have an interesting agent called Michael Standing?
Do you remember who wore number 12 that season?
Oh, fuck off.
It must have been his first season.
Will Henry.
Can we just mark that one right now?
Yeah.
That's my answer for all of them. Will Henry.
What, even
Sure.
when we get to seasons like before he was born?
Yeah, Will Henry.
His dad Will Henry.
The boxing,
Japan.
the Boxing Day fixture that year was away from home and we lost 2-0. But do you remember where we were?
That wasn't that year, was it?
Might have been.
It might have been. It might have been. It might
Might
have been one
not
of the.
been.
It might have been one of the
It might
games
have
I was
been, but
referring
equally
to
it might
earlier.
not have been.
Yeah,
One
it
of
might
my
have
nearest and dearest.
Yeah, I'm going for it because I just seem to remember getting mugged off for it from a fan of that team.
The 12th goal of the season was scored in game week 11 away at Shrewsbury in a 1-1 draw. But do you remember who scored it?
Not a clue.
What, is away days in Shrewsbury not that memorable, Ben?
I
I've
went
had
to
a
that
few of
game
them.
as well. I've been to Shrewsbury now, strangely.
I can't barely remember that season.
Go with Brandon Ormond Otwell.
Happy birthday.
I'm
His
gonna
birthday,
guess
is
that
it?
I
one.
believe it's his birthday today, yeah.
It is his birthday today.
Why do you know
I've seen
that?
that.
Why do you know that?
Because during his brief spell at SM1, he found every Swindon fan on Facebook and added them as a friend. So I
Yeah,
got a
I'm still
notification to say it was his birthday.
I got a notification saying it's his birthday today.
He posted a picture today saying happy birthday to me. Led in bed.
26.
Is that how old he is? 26.
26.
Oh. Do you remember being
Shit,
26, Ben?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Craig?
2006. Great year.
Craig, do you remember being 26?
Yeah, because my eldest was born when I was 26. No, fucking hell. Yeah, no, I
Do
don't.
you remember me 26? Yeah. Oh, that was about 26.
That was it. Yeah, I was 26 that year. That was the year my eldest was born. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I've got a bloody birthday tattooed on my arm. I can't even fucking remember. Oh dear.
Our 12th game of the campaign was away at Bolton. Do you remember what the score was?
Are you sure it was away?
Oh,
Fuck off.
I'm not.
was it that game?
It was about October.
Yeah, I remember.
It was on like.
Was it really that?
I'm not convinced it was away.
No, wait a minute.
Because away.
Yasser Kasim scored against Bolton away. Is it that season?
And Ben Glaben.
And that was a freezing cold day.
Not that game, no.
But that was definitely away. I was there.
I remember the home one.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
What's the score?
I just need
What
to
was
write
the
down
score
the
at
score.
Bolton away in the 12th game?
It's not the away one. We
I
won
don't
the
think
away
it was
one. We
away.
didn't win.
How many league games did it take to get to 12 points?
Bloody hell. Oh, was it 5-1? Where did we finish that season?
22nd.
No,
We were shit.
Probably took us about 12 games to get to 12 points.
Okay, Kieran. So who won number 12 that year?
Will fucking Henry. I'm going to go to sleep tonight saying, Will Henry.
Did everybody put Will Henry?
Yes.
Yes.
Christian doesn't look like he did that.
Chris is just going, yeah.
Yes, Will Henry was still wearing number 12 at that point.
Everyone tried the shirt, you know.
I should have done it this day. I didn't realise how long he actually wore it.
And he's working at the foundation now as well. Fair play to him.
Okay, so Boxing Day, we were away from home and lost 2-0. Kieran, do you remember where we were?
Yeah, we're at Millham United.
Millham United. Greg?
Plymouth.
Christian?
Yeah, still Gillingham.
Ben?
Close enough.
Gillingham.
Woody?
Millwall.
Millwall's correct.
Was that one that, what's his name, got fired, wasn't it? Old Cooper. Millwall's last game, wasn't it?
Yeah, possibly.
So our 12th goal of the season was scored in game week 11 in a 1-1 draw away at Shrewsbury. Who do you think scored it, Kieran?
Johnny Goddard.
Craig?
Norris.
Christian?
Connor Thomas.
Ben?
You can't.
Woody?
I went for Boo just because I couldn't think of anybody else.
Johnny Goddard is correct.
Johnny Goddard.
Ooh.
Jack's got his shirt upstairs, match worn shirt.
Nice.
You get a fortune for that one, though.
Got on his one. Gave him after the Charlton game.
Do you remember what the score Bolton away was?
Away was 2-1. At home in the 12th game, it was 1-0 to Bolton.
Right. Now, I'm going to check this, okay? And I reckon you're cheating if you've pulled me up on that. You're definitely...
No, because I went to watch England Malta on the same day, and it was on Slovenian television. So I was on the train, and it was a 1 o'clock kickoff, I'm pretty sure. And I was on the train to go to watch England Malta, watching it, and we were losing. We lost 1-0 to them.
We lost 1-0
because it's the same day me and my ex got together. So I remember the day very well because it's the day everything just fucking ended and went terribly wrong. So everyone.
Yeah, we lost 1-0 that day. I think it was an own goal at the end. It might have been Boo. But yeah, it was last minute. We played so
Pretty
well.
sure
and then
right. He's right. It's home. I do apologise.
we lost 1-0.
We lost 1-0 that game, didn't we?
Yeah, last minute.
Fifey, sort it out.
Yeah, that's my bad, but he's definitely cheated. There's no way he's remembered
How can I
that.
cheat? I've got my. I can because it's the day me and my ex got together, and I can remember going to watch England, sitting there on the train watching the Bolton game.
I
That's a little goal.
you know what?
Googling the game from holding them up.
I will allow everyone a point because I got it wrong. There we go. Because I'm
What
fair.
did you
like
have? Did you have 2-1?
that. Who?
You. What did you have?
No,
Did you play
I had 1-0 lost, but I had it as away.
You had it as away. Yeah.
Yeah, I
no,
definitely. I was at the away game. It definitely wasn't away 5e.
Yeah.
Season of goodwill to all
Done it
men
again.
and that. How many games did it take to get to 12 points, Kieran?
12.
Craig?
Chocolate's gone. Jack hates it.
Sorry, I was on mute there.
Fucking hell,
16.
Christian?
What?
He hates it.
Sorry?
10.
10? Ben?
What? Sorry? What was that? 10.
How many games to 12 points?
10.
And Woody?
12.
It was actually 11.
Oh,
fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to give you all a clue here as we move to 2015-16. Will Henry isn't wearing number 12 anymore.
Oh, bollocks. Fuck.
No, I know this.
Woody's
I think
already
I'm-
scribbling it out.
No, I think I know this one. We had 2 this season.
It was
No, we
some
didn't.
people that year.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we did have 2 in a different season, but not this one.
Oh,
You're
now
a
you've
couple of years ahead of yourself.
now you've thrown me off. What season are we talking about?
Okay, so 2015-16, we finished 15th in League One. A Jose top scored with 25.
Yeah, it was Nicky Josie season that.
But who wore number 12?
I'm still going to go with this guy. But I'm sure we had 2. The big guy. It's very only been
it's
one game.
Grimmick.
One game for us.
The Boxing Day fixture was away from home. We lost 3-1, but do you know where we were?
3-1 Boxing Day. No.
Okay.
The 12th goal of the season was scored in a 3-1 away win at Crewe. Oh, bollocks. Oh, no, that's fine. I know I can give that one.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I've given the answer. In game week 6. But who scored the 12th goal of the season?
He scored in a 3-1 win. Yes.
I'm closely watching Kieran to see if he's got a second screen open somewhere. The 12th game of the season was at home to Peterborough, but do you remember the score?
Mm.
Are you just purposely pressing the space bar now to make me think you're typing stuff in? And again, how many games did it take to get to 12 points? Just because you'll ask again, Woody, 15th in League One.
No, I've just taken a guess at this one. That's fine.
Okay. So, Kieran, who wore number 12 that year?
Was it Wes Thomas?
Craig?
No.
Christian?
Connor Thomas.
Ben?
Hill Wenry.
Wenry.
Woody?
Now I'm going to go for this. I'm still convinced we had 2 this season, but I think this is the lad from Marseille, Bangora.
Bangor is correct.
Bangora.
Yeah,
I forgot
remember him.
Everyone thought it'd be amazing because he used to play for
Yeah.
Marseille and he was shit.
Yes.
He came up the Oxford, didn't he? Terrible.
Now I'm sure we had 2 that year because he left us on mutual consent, and then didn't we have that other keeper on loan? That's where I'm thinking that we had a number 12.
Not according to the reliable website that I get this information from now.
Okay.
Shout out to swindontownfc.co.uk. Boxing Day game, we lost 3-1 away, Kieran. Do you remember where we were?
We're Oldham.
Craig?
Plymouth.
Christian?
Gillingham.
Ben.
Wales.
Woody.
Prince of Wales.
I just went Chesterfield. I got no idea on this.
Christian, you got it right. It was Gillingham.
I've been saying that for 4 years now.
Just basically what you need to remember is unless Will Henry's wearing number 12, we don't play Gillingham on Boxing Day. Who scored the 12th goal of the season in the 3-1 away win at Crewe? Kieran?
Tom Smith.
Craig?
Jose.
Christian?
Connor Thomas.
Ben?
Smith did that. Not Will Smith. Tom Smith scored a beautiful goal that day, didn't we? We all thought it was amazing and should play every game. So Tom Smith.
Woody?
I just put Jose. Just
Jose did score the 12th goal.
Oh!
Fucking hell, I got one right.
I began with a Jose and I went Tom Smith because he did score that
The
day.
12th game of the season was at home to Peterborough, but do you remember the score, Kieran?
Did we lose 2-1?
Craig?
Yeah, I put lost 2-1.
Christian?
Lost 2-0.
Ben?
1-1, I think. And then Dara, whatever his name, Peterborough chairman, said Glaben's the best player on the park.
Woody?
Lost 1-0.
We did lose, but it was 2-1.
Well,
And finally, how many games to get to 12 points? Kieran?
Did we finish that season?
Kieran?
I went 10.
10. Craig?
13.
Christian?
10.
Ben?
13.
Woody?
7.
10 is correct.
Managed to get everyone wrong. Good effort, that.
Well played, Ben. Well played.
Good effort, that. Super fan. Can't believe we got that Josie one. I got that right first time as well. Bloody Tom
So
Smith.
you're now over halfway.
Bloody Tom Smith.
Christian, you'll be delighted to know you're over halfway now.
Yay!
Wake up! Right?
Let's see if this is happier times. 2014-15. Finished fourth. Finished fourth in League One.
Shit ending that year. That's kind of horrible.
Williams was the top goal scorer, 21 goals. But who wore number 12?
It's an anagram for Will Henry.
Not a goal. I'm sure it's not a goalkeeper that year. I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
For those that have been paying attention to the episode, the Boxing Day game was a 4-1 win. But do you remember who we were playing?
Yeah. This is my fucking round.
Oh, yeah.
Are you all over this one, are you, Christian?
Yeah, I've got two both so far.
Well, you reckon you got who wore number 12?
Yeah, 100%.
Nice. The 12th goal of the season was scored in a 2-2 home draw with Oldham in game week 7. But who scored the 12th goal of the season?
Oh, what's this bloody name? No, I'm just going to guess.
The 12th game of the season was at home to Rochdale. Do you remember the score?
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, what a horrible day that was.
Even Craig's nodding. He's getting a bit more confident again now.
I remember I was in the ground that game, yeah.
Oh,
The world, I can find my baby.
Oh. And finally, how many games to get to 12 points? This only took 6 seasons, but you're all warming up to it now, yeah? So, Kieran, who wore number 12 that year?
I'm going with Connor Thomas.
Craig?
Louis Thompson.
Oh,
Christian?
yeah.
Ben Gladwin.
Ben?
Will Henry.
Woody?
I'm gonna get this wrong. I've put Jake Reeves, but I want to say it's Bell.
Well, do you know what? You would have been right if you put Bell.
Ah, you twat.
What?
I'm normally so good with squad numbers as well. It's really annoying me. I'm giving up. I'm going.
The 4-1 win on Boxing Day, Kieran. Who were we playing?
We played Walsall away.
Craig?
Plymouth.
Earth?
I said Plymouth.
Oh, we said Earth.
Oh, that's the third time I've said them in a row, so I was hoping it was third time lucky.
Hoping they were in our division now, yeah.
Christian?
We won the league at Walsall.
Ben?
Walsall.
Woody?
Also,
Walsall is correct. Who scored the 12th goal of the season during the 2-2 home draw with Oldham? Kieran?
I'm going Johnny O. Snaky Obika.
Craig?
Wongo.
Christian?
Gladwin.
Ben?
Andy Williams.
Woody?
Williams, just because.
Williams is correct.
Oh.
So the one that a lot of you seem confident of getting right, the 12th game of the season was at home to Rochdale. What was the score, Kieran?
We lost 3-2.
Craig?
We lost 4-1.
Christian?
We lost 2-0.
Ben?
We lost 2-0.
Woody?
I'm pretty sure we lost 3-2. Wasn't that Rogers' free kick?
We did lose 3-2.
What fucking game was I watching?
You saw Rogers scored and thought it must be an own goal.
I know what's going on here. So I play a lot of Football Manager, and I'm remembering my Football Manager results from each season more than the actual real fucking life.
And finally, how many games did it take, Kieran?
I'm going 9.
9. Craig?
6.
6. Christian?
10.
Ben?
5.
Woody?
8.
7.
Oh.
I'll have a point now.
So we moved down to 2013-14, finishing 8th in League One. Jose and Ranger joint top goal scorers with 10. But can you remember who wore number 12?
I think I do know. Randomly.
I think I know that one as well.
Yeah, and me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe.
The frogs turned up. The Boxing Day game was away from home and we lost a 5-goal thriller. But do you remember where we were?
We were shit that season.
God,
We were brilliant at home. Last season we actually brilliant at home.
This sounds like every season we're shit at home and we're good away.
Yeah.
No, this season we were really good at home and shite away.
Didn't we? We won. Went to Rotherham at one point, didn't we?
We did.
Lerley Stadium and smashed them.
It's 4-0.
Watch that be the 12th game.
It's the Boxing Day one. This is the Boxing Day game, isn't it?
Yeah, Rotherham.
The 12th goal of the season was scored during game week 8's home game against Bristol City that we won 3-2. But who scored the 12th goal of the season?
I remember.
For those of you doing the audio-only version, some of the faces being pulled at this point, they're making out they don't care, but they're actually really starting to remember all of these games.
I remember that game because Aidan Flint scored against us that game, and he
Yeah,
did the no celebration thing.
DJ celebration, a fucking tall cunt.
He didn't do it, and I don't remember him doing so. I thought he did it all quiet.
No,
Like,
he didn't. He did. He ran off with his arms stretched out, fucking doing his little DJ thing. And look at me, my long hair, I scored a goal. Fucking hate him. Glad someone beat him up.
You like him, don't you?
He's a cunt.
The 12th game of the season was at home to Notts County, but do you remember the score?
Yes.
Notts County at home that year. I have not got Scooby.
Yes, I do.
And finally, how many games to get to 12 points? 8th, Woody.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So, Kieran, who wore number 12 that season?
Oh, Danny and Gary.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm guessing Ben and Woody also put Danny and Gesson.
Yeah.
Craig, did you?
Yeah, I put Angessian, yeah. I don't even know if he played. I didn't even know if he played for us that season, to be honest, but it seemed in the ballpark.
Danny and Gesson is an anagram for Will Smith. The Will Smith name was
Will Smith.
Will Henry.
It's even funnier that you got it wrong, but said it with such conviction.
And they do say it's the way you tell them.
Christian, you still there? Did you get Danny and Gesson?
No, I said Branco.
Okay.
He's abusing me.
The Boxing Day game, we lost 3-2, Kieran. Do you remember where we were?
We're at Bradford City.
Craig?
Plymouth.
Christian?
Gillingham.
Ben?
Boca Juniors. Tick.
Woody?
Coventry.
Brentford.
Oh, nearly.
No.
Close.
I had a B. Can I have a point?
Copper.
So who scored the 12th goal of the season during the 3-2 home win, Kieran?
Oh, I'm tired of this, but I'm going with Nile Ranger.
Craig?
Yeah, that's who I'm going for, Nile Ranger.
Christian?
Branco.
Ben?
It's either Ranger or Josie, and I'm
Yeah.
guessing Nile Ranger.
Woody?
I've gone for a Jose.
Jose is correct.
Oh, I was going to go for Jose originally, but thought, no, that's the obvious answer because I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
scored the first one, didn't he? So I was like, maybe it's going to be one of these ones where
I went mental that day. I loved it.
same, especially fucking Aidan Flint crying on the pitch after. That wasn't the year we won it in November. That was the year after, the same year as Walsall, where we won the league in
Yeah.
November, then won it again on Boxing Day.
The 12th game was Notts County at home. Do you remember the score, Kieran?
We beat them 2-0.
Craig?
Yeah, I thought we'd finished already. Where the fuck am I?
1879. That's how far we're going.
Jesus Christ. What question are we on?
Question 5, mate. No, question
4.
1-0. 1-0 Town.
Christian?
Lost 2-0.
Ben?
I'm guessing a 2-0 win. Complete guess.
And Woody?
2-0 win.
2-0 win is correct.
Yeah.
So a quick tot up of the points, as we've now done.
We're not doing the last one then.
Oh yeah,
Give it
sorry.
Six.
Got another one.
Sorry,
Six
yeah.
is the answer.
I'm just adding stuff up. Don't worry. Kieran, how many games did it take?
Oh, we've got the. I'm going 10.
Craig?
9.
Christian?
10.
Ben?
8.
And Woody?
6.
10 was correct.
Ooh.
Well played. Well played.
Well played.
So, 8 out of 12 seasons done. The scores are thus.
Christian, isn't it?
Christian is on 8. Craig is on 10. Ben is on 18. Woody is on 20. Kieran is on 25.
25. 25 like 27.
Can I raise an objection, please, Quizmaster?
You can object, but it's not. It's just going to fall on deaf ears.
Okay, I'm not. I don't. Kieran seems to keep getting question number 5 right, which, if you ask me, is the toughest question of the fucking lot, and it's one that you would guess. I think he's cheating.
How can you get
You've
one you
addressed that.
guess it exactly?
You've
so
addressed
go,
that so
"Fuck
well.
Yeah. All in favour of kicking Kieran out.
All in favour of kicking him in.
So we have 4 seasons to go, gentlemen. We're now on 2012-13. Finished.
No, I'll sit out this one, make it all fucking fair for you, shall I?
No, just message me the answer, you cheating shit.
Finished 6th in League One. Collins, top goal scorer with 18.
He wasn't.
Who wore number 12 that year?
Will
Yes.
Henry.
I definitely know this
I
one.
know that one as well.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Mean business now. Remember that season?
The post-Christmas game wasn't played until New Year's Day,
Oh, Christ.
and Swindon won 5-0.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Oh.
who played?
Yes.
It was said that month Swindon were the most
Yeah.
informed team in Europe, better than Barca, better than anyone. And then the owner went, yeah, piss off then.
I can remember my mate being sat down for all 5 goals. He sat down just before we started scoring because it's shit like first half. So he sat down before we started scoring. We just kept him sat there and kept fucking scoring.
We hit 5-0 on 5 goals on 2 consecutive games as well, didn't we? And I think
Yeah.
the third
Didn't
game,
Andy Williams miss a penalty in one of them to make it 6?
and I think the third
Hmm.
game was 4 or something.
Tranmere won.
We were just fucking class under the Canio. Like,
Yeah, we were amazing.
The-
I watched. There was a clip on Twitter today when League One that one off.
he's just done a night. He just did a night of Simon Ferry, didn't
Yeah,
he?
I've
His open
I've
goal
watched
the
that.
other week.
It's gonna be
No.
amazing. I can't wait for that.
The 12th goal of the season was scored in the 4-0 home win over Bournemouth. But do you know who scored it?
It's gotta be.
It was the right beating that day. I remember as well.
It's gotta be because it's got to be if it's not this bad because I can remember singing something too though, but it's backfired.
I think I remember the goal, and it was an absolute beaut. Absolutely. And what's his name? Bournemouth manager Eddie Howe went. Whoever finishes above Swindon will win the league.
The worst club, the fucking twat.
He said, "Whoever finishes above Swindon that season wins the league." He said,
Well, 5 teams finished above Swindon that season.
"Well, the 5 teams won the league, didn't they?"
The 12th game of the season was at home to Coventry. But do you remember the result?
Mm.
That was a good one. Cough that year. Remember the away one? That was good. Don't remember
The away one would have been
Danny
what's
Ward,
his face's
Darren Ward.
first game, wasn't it?
Darren
Yeah,
Ward,
Alan,
yeah.
that was Alan. No, it's
The Villa
Alan
guy.
Thingy's- Yeah, whatever. Kevin
McDonald.
McDonald.
Kevin McDonald.
Kevin
First
Oh,
McDonald.
game.
and fucking, I can remember that away and that fucking the winner, like 'cause it was late on, wasn't it? And everyone just fucking.
Yeah, because it was
Absolutely
1-0
erupted.
until like the
I saw my
80
first
something
strippers
minute,
that
wasn't
day.
it?
Yeah, was it 5,000 Swindon that? Was it? No, 3,000 Swindon.
3,000.
And about 25 Coventry.
Yeah, 'cause they
25 Cov fans.
boycott him, weren't they?
Hmm.
And then finally, how many games to get to 12 points?
You remember?
That's
Can you
what I
remember
want to
that?
know.
Not our
Everyone was in the
anniversary.
background saying, "How do you remember?" I want to know how they're doing it as well.
You
Sarah
can't
just
even remember who's picking Freddie up from school.
Is he still there?
She's like, oh yeah.
oh fuck Freds.
So we
Big
started,
over each quiz.
we started doing this fucking quiz at 3 o'clock. Won't be long.
Okay, who wore number 12 that season, Kieran?
Alan McCormack.
Alan.
Alan McCormack. Alan
Craig?
McCormack.
Yeah, McCormack.
Christian?
McCormack.
Ben?
Alan.
And Woody.
Alan McCormack.
Lovely. The 5-0 win on New Year's Day, Kieran.
Portsmouth at home.
Craig?
The Crew.
Christian?
Nah, Rochdale.
Ben?
Portsmouth. Collins came off the bench to score 4 and set the other one up.
Woody?
Portsmouth.
The 12th goal of the season was scored by Kieran.
I'm going to go Matt Ritchie.
Yeah, I
Craig?
went Richie.
I went Richie as well.
Christian
I'm going to go with Alan Connell.
and Ben.
Don't you wish your winger was Matt Ritchie?
Well, we
Matt
did in the
Johnson.
January.
Matt Ritchie is correct.
Oh,
You'll
wow.
never
Absolute
see-
crap.
because we
bullet
signed
in the
one,
top
you'll
corner
never
of that
sign
game.
Matt Ritchie
Absolute
to.
bullet goal. Loved it.
The 12th game was at home to Cov. Do you remember the score, Kieran?
2-1. 2-1 to us.
Craig?
1-0 to us.
Christian?
Well, we conceded one. They had that Jones chap playing that looked fucking awesome, didn't he? I think he opened the scoring, Jody Jones or something. I
Jody
put
Jones.
3-1. I thought it was 3-1.
Ben?
I think 2-1. That's a guess though.
Woody?
I had no idea, so I put Drew 2-all.
2-2 is correct.
No way.
Oh,
And
Tommy Miller equalised, didn't he? Late on.
how many games to get to 12 points, Kieran?
I've gone with 6.
Craig?
Yeah, I went 6.
Christian?
I've said 10, but it's going to be 6, isn't it?
Ben?
7.
Woody?
8.
8 was correct.
Oh,
Which means Woody's got another all 5 points.
I didn't even go that season that much that season. Or was it? Yeah, was that season? Right, new page.
And with three seasons to go, Woody has closed the gap to just 3 points on Kieran as well.
I'm sat mid-table again, like the bloody fancy football league. Always sat mid-table.
I would just like to add, I got with 8 players missing in that. I know it's not 8 players missing. With only 8 players, I got the most points of the week, and I'm still top.
Yeah, do one.
Okay, the
Still haven't you? You're still taking the league. I'm still winning the league.
The
Yeah.
2011-12 season where we finished. Did I miss something?
What's going on? Is he just watching the Sunderland game back?
No, I'll send it to you in a bit. Sorry. Go on.
Okay, the 2011-12 season where we finished top of League Two. Alan Connell top scored. Who wore number 12?
But one of about 1 million players to choose from this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had about 12 number 9s, didn't we?
I'm going to guess, and it's wrong, but I'm going to guess.
The Boxing Day game was away and we lost 1-0. And it was mentioned earlier in the show, but do you remember where we were?
Yep.
Gillingham.
Only because somebody mentioned it in the show.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got this
That's
either.
it. I wouldn't have got this otherwise.
The 12th goal of the season was scored during a 2-0 win over Southend, but do you remember who scored it?
2-0 win over Southend that
Oh,
year.
it wasn't him. Was
Oh, but I remember the game. We were home. Oh, that.
Legend.
Oh,
The 12th game of the season was at home to Hereford, but do you remember the score? Hereford, Ben.
Oh, yeah.
You'd remember if it was away, wouldn't you? Because you all love going there.
Fucking
Extra.
shit. I'm pretty sure we lost
Extra.
away to them that
This
year.
was the first season I didn't renew my season ticket for about 10 years.
Picked a good season to do that with.
yeah, man. The greatest season we've had, hasn't it?
And how many games to get to 12 points?
Didn't we start really bad under the
We
gun?
did start shit.
Well, we had a thumping win in the first game of the season.
Beat Crew 3-0 and then lost the next 3 games. Lost to Dagenham of all teams and stuff like that. Rubbish.
Oh, I remember didn't after Thomas DeSevi scored in like the first minute, and then we lost 2-1 to him. I went to every single game this season.
Me and Arch went to boast.
So, Kieran, who wore number 12?
Alan McCormack, Alan.
Craig?
Yeah, I wasn't too sure because we've had, like I say, went through a lot of players that season, but I thought I'll go for McCormack.
Christian?
James Collins.
Ben?
I was thinking it was Etienne and JS or Alan McCormack, and I went McCormack in the end.
Woody?
McCormack.
McCormack is correct. Where were we on Boxing Day, Kieran?
Torquay.
Craig?
Torquay.
Christian?
Gillingham.
Ben?
Torquay.
Woody?
Torquay.
Torquay is correct. Who scored the 12th goal of the season, Kieran?
I went with Mehed Karouche.
Craig?
Karouche is on fire.
Yeah, I went blank on this one.
Okay, Christian?
Funny name.
It was Paul Benson.
Ben?
My mate on Facebook, Karouche is on fire.
Woody?
I went for Karouche.
Karouche was correct.
Fuck's sake.
Do you remember the
Paul
score?
Benson not signed to the January of this season?
Kieran, do you remember the score during game number 12 against Hereford?
Was it a 3-3 draw?
I definitely didn't put that.
Because it was like Simon Ferry scored the equaliser. We're like 3, or we went like 3-2 up or 3-1 up, and
Craig?
2-2.
Christian?
2-0 loss.
Ben?
Do you know, I'm going to be honest here because I wrote 1-1, but he's right. It's 3-0. It was 3-0. I remember leaving the ground going, wow, that was a good game, wasn't it?
Woody?
I put 1-1-0 because I didn't know.
3-3 was correct.
Yeah, you're right. 3-0. It was a blinding game. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty sure we went 2-0 up, and then
balls.
they got us back. Went 3-2, and then they equalised again.
Hello would have given him some sort of kicking in the dressing room off.
Fucking you, no dance, Monger. You're useless. You're fucking Hereford. What is a Hereford?
How many games did it take to get to 12 points that season?
I went with 13.
Craig?
10.
Christian?
10.
Ben?
8.
And Woody?
Where did we finish?
Top.
All right.
You
7.
won the league, mate. You didn't go.
I went to 7.
Went 7?
Yeah.
8 was correct.
8.
Oh.
We started very poor that year.
Yeah, rubbish start. Paolo's just about to get sacked after that.
Yeah, there's Gary Johnson was rumoured to be coming in to replace him.
Mm.
Wouldn't have been as fun. Would have been more stable, maybe, but not as fun.
So, penultimate round. 2010-11.
Oh, for God's sake, what an awful season that was.
Finished 24th in League One.
And didn't Plymouth
Yes.
Argyle get relegated, deducted 10 points as well, and we still finished below them?
It's nearly as bad as Bristol Rovers finishing below us last
Yeah.
season. How did Bristol Rovers finish below us? And we didn't even have to know who the playing was at 5-3.
And just for the stats fans out there, Charlie Austin was the top goal scorer that season.
And he left in fucking January.
He left in January, yeah. Who wore the number 12 that season?
Yeah.
Kieran, this must be roughly the time you started going about now, isn't it?
My first season, my first game was 2007. Got promoted against Walsall, and then the 2010 one was my first season ticket season.
Right. Okay.
Walsall, you must have been like 3.
2007, I was 11.
The festive fixture was played on the 28th of December. It was a 1-1 draw at Hun. But do you remember who we were playing?
Just a fixture that season, 1-1 draw. You hadn't got all tips back then. We were half decent. I have no clue.
The 12th goal of the season was scored in a 2-1 defeat in game week 10 against Dagenham and Redbridge. But who scored our goal that day?
Man, don't say this thing before you go into this season around. Kieran.
See what happens when Kieran's not cheating.
Although that changes my previous answer. So I had Dagenham for the previous answer. So take a stab at somebody else for that one.
Game 12 was away at Peterborough. Do you remember the score?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That was
Woody's
the
face
year.
tells me he's got this right because he remembers it for a very particular reason.
This was the year that they said that London Road was the most entertaining ground to visit. in the
Yeah, because they
country.
had these
Because they
sorts of
concede
results,
loads
didn't
and
they?
score loads. Yeah.
And they hadn't had a 0-0 draw for ages, and this is the first one for a while.
And I'm happy to give you a clue for this one, just to try and get as many points as possible for you guys. How many games did it take to get to 12 points? This is the highest number in all 12 seasons. The highest number of games it took to get there. So think what you've already had as the highest and go higher. So Kieran, who wore number 12 in 2010-11?
The goalkeeping maestro, that was Philip Smith.
Craig?
Probably a bit. He probably wasn't even bloody in this team now. But Ty Balford.
Yeah, you're a couple of years too early. Christian?
Striking sensation, Thomas Tasavy.
Ben?
It's Marger.
And Woody?
Phil Smith.
Phil Smith is correct. Who did we play on the 28th of December, Kieran?
Was it Peterborough? Because it snowed around then, didn't it?
Craig?
Yeah, I put Peterborough.
Clear the pitch.
Christian?
Yeah, I've put Gillingham.
Ben?
Farley Celtic.
And Woody?
But Yeovil.
Peterborough was correct.
Mm.
Who scored in the defeat to Dagenham and Redbridge, Kieran?
Might have been Thomas Tasevy in the first minute.
Craig?
Osevi.
Christian?
Tasavy.
Ben?
Tongo's finest, Thomas DeSevi.
Woody?
To save you.
What was the score in game 12 away at Peterborough, Kieran?
5-4 loss.
Craig?
5-4.
Christian?
Lost 2-0.
Ben?
It was a 5-4 defeat. It was a blinding game. Danny Rose, was it Danny Rose? The left back. He got a couple, didn't he? Or something like that.
Woody?
Pretty sure Cave and Kevin and Mike were scored.
5-4. Ball got 2.
And how many games that season did it take Swindon to get to 12 points, Kieran?
I went in 16.
Craig?
14.
Christian?
15.
Ben?
15.
Woody?
14.
13.
Oh.
We nearly there.
Yeah, last season. Well, you want to go to bed?
Mrs. does, bless her.
What?
Kieran, I'm putting this on you now. How confident are you going into 2009-10?
I can remember bits of it.
Can I offer double points for the last round?
No. Oh, yeah, actually, so we can catch up. Yeah, crack on.
The only reason I ask is because you're currently 5 points ahead of Woody. So unless you get every question wrong, he can't catch you. Well, he can level, but he can't beat you.
And
Yeah,
to be fair, if he gets every question right, he's not working from memory, surely.
So we're doing double points for this round then, yeah?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Do it. 2009-10 finished 5th in League One. Billy Painter, top goal scorer. Now this was a good year to be alive. Good time to be a Swindon fan.
Ended up at Wembley.
Who wore number 12?
I've already written that one down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Boxing Day game was a 2-2 draw away from home against whom?
I was there. I was there.
Kieran's like, fuck, maybe we shouldn't have done double points.
I think I went with my ex's.
No, I'm
Cousin,
pretty sure I was
because
sick of
he's-
seeing him by the end of this season. This team.
The 12th goal of the season was scored in a 3-2 win over Brentford, but who scored it?
What was that?
The 12th goal of the season was scored in a 3-2 win over Brentford, but who scored it?
Oh, there's two. Oh, who is it? Is it? Oh,
Both of them were pretty shite afterwards.
yeah.
Sure, if it's the two I'm thinking of.
There's one. There's one that may
I'm
have
going
been
with
from
him. I'm
Celtic.
going with the one who always scores against us.
The 12th game of the season was at home to Millwall, but do you remember the result?
Oh,
No, Fifey, I
No,
don't.
no, it's quite frankly, no.
So what was the question again? Sorry.
So
12th game was at home to Millwall. What was the score?
I'm going to sit on the fence on that.
And then the final question of the whole quiz. How many games in the season 2009-10 did it take Swindon Town Football Club to get to 12 points?
Drew a lot of games this season.
Congratulations on completing the quiz, everybody. And for double points, Kieran,
Christian, wake up.
who wore number 12?
Well, number 12, Phil Smith.
Craig?
Yeah, Phil Smith.
Christian?
it was Danny Ward.
Ben?
Smudge up.
Woody?
Phil Smith.
Who did we play on Boxing Day, Kieran?
Charlton Athletic.
Craig?
Charlton.
Christian?
Gillingham.
Ben?
Who have we got? Harchester United.
Woody?
Charlton. I was there.
Who scored the 12th goal of the season, Kieran?
Ben Hutchinson.
Craig?
Painter.
Christian?
Danny Ward.
Ben?
Barndall Billy.
Woody?
Alex Revel.
Alex Revel is correct.
Yes.
I thought I was
Nearly
going
went for Hutchinson. Nearly went for
I'm
Hutchinson.
going the obscure one on that one.
What was the score in? What was the score when we played Millwall?
1-0.
No,
Craig?
is it?
1-0. Town.
Christian?
Well, Gillingham won the playoffs, and they won off a very, very good late run, didn't they? Where they were almost unbeatable for a few games, but they started the season really shit. And I've got a feeling we beat them, and I think we beat them 1-0.
What's Gillingham got to do with anything?
Gillingham.
Millwall.
Gillingham did not win the playoffs.
Millwall.
Ben?
1-0 win.
And Woody?
Well, I sat on the fence on this one. Went 1-1.
1-1 was correct.
Oh, for
Ah,
sake, really?
And finally, how many games did it take, Kieran?
I went with 8.
Craig?
7.
Christian?
6.
Ben?
8.
And Woody?
7.
7.
7 was correct.
Ah.
I was terrible that round.
Oh, I got 5 out of 5 on that one.
You did, well done.
Oh, you've won then, Woody.
No,
No, because Kieran got 1 right or something.
Oh,
Well, I got 1,
So-
2, 3 right.
I don't care.
so Christian finished on 10 points.
Well done, Christian.
Craig finished on 23. Ben finished on 30. Woody finished on 41. And Kieran finished on 42. Congratulations,
Ah.
Kieran.
Fair play, Kieran. Which browser were you using, mate?
What a fucking elephants never forget.
Listen, gents, thank you very much for joining me. I would like to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas. For the other panelists who couldn't make it tonight, Happy Christmas to you and your families as well. And for everyone who has watched, who has commented, who has shared, who has in any way interacted with it this year. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas from the Fools Rush In podcast. Until next time, goodbye.